Madden 23 ratings are here, and rather make a video complaining about why Davante Adams is a 99 and Cooper Kupp is a 98. I want to save you guys a little bit of a legwork and give you a head start ahead of your Madden 23 franchise modes and fantasy drafts, and give you guys the best sleeper players that I possibly can. In today's episode, I'm going to be looking at the wide receivers. I got 10 wide receivers that absolutely you should target in your franchise modes, and I have an additional 5 wide receivers that if you position change them to a running back, I think they'd be that much more overpowered. So if you guys like this type of content and you want to help get these head starts to your franchise mode, make sure you hit that subscribe button, make sure you hit the like button, and let me know in the comment section below which one of these wide receivers you absolutely are going to target in your franchise modes, and or what positions you want to see next. Let's get into it. First up is our boy Quez Watkins. I had to start the video hot. 76 overall. He's the highest overall that we will talk about in this video, because obviously the higher you get, the more unattainable these players are going to be if you're just in a franchise mode and you're looking to trade for some big time upgrades. But Quez Watkins at 6 feet tall, 98 speed, 95 acceleration, 87 catching, 76 short route running to help with the slant, 77 deep route running to help with the deep ball. He is the best overall deep threat that should be somewhat attainable, as he is the third wide receiver option on the Philadelphia Eagles behind Devontae Smith and A.J. Brown. Scotty Miller is the second wide receiver, kind of the same bubble of Quez Watkins. Might be a little bit more pricey to try to trade for, but he's down on the depth chart for the Bucs. I think he'd be wide receiver 3, maybe even 4, but he's a 75 overall. Speed is great, but it's much more than just searching by wide receivers by speed and making a list about that. 86 catching, 77 short route running, 79 deep route running. You want to utilize speed, you want to use slants, you want to use just straight up streaks. He can excel at all of those. Denzel Mims has unfortunately kind of been a bust, but at 6'3", pulling 92 speed, 92 acceleration, 80 catching, 93 jumping, and 83 catch in traffic. Very affordable jump ball wide receiver, and you get the little bit of a redemption arc storyline if you can get him in your franchise modes. And at the end of bargain bin deep threat wide receivers that aren't rookies, we have John Hightower of the Philadelphia Eagles, 68 overall. He is 6'2", 92 speed, 92 acceleration, 80 catching, 87 change of direction, so he can make some plays when the ball's in his hands, but 74 deep route running. So if you have everything you need on your team except a cheap, affordable, developmental deep threat, look no further than John Hightower, who is buried on the Eagles depth chart. We're going to start some rookies. Rookies are a little bit more difficult to trade in Madden 23 franchise mode, but they're still relatively easy to obtain, especially if they're not a first-round pick. So we're going to start with Jalen Tolbert here of the Dallas Cowboys, 71 overall, 91 speed, 94 acceleration. He's over 6 feet tall, 79 catching, 81 spec, and that 75 deep route running. He's kind of, he's going to be pretty dangerous, I think, for the Dallas Cowboys, and step right up and fill that Amari Cooper production, at least when you go against that Dallas Cowboys cheese in the sim. I'm going to cram Christian Watson kind of in the middle of the video, because I do think he's going to be the most difficult to trade for player out of all the guys on this list, because I think of where he stands on the Green Bay Packers depth chart, and he is also a rookie, but 71 overall, 93 speed, 94 acceleration, 77 catching, which is kind of the shits, but it's not brutal. 74 medium route running, which is pretty decent for a rookie. 76 deep route running, which is really decent for a rookie that's outside of a first round. Oh yeah, he's also 6'4". Go get him if you can. Another great rookie deep ball wide receiver is Alec Pierce of the Indianapolis Colts, 70 overall. He is 6'3", 92 speed, 94 acceleration, 81 catching, 92 jumping, 82 catching traffic. Also has 74 deep route running to go with that. Absolute sleeper for franchise modes in Madden 23. Don't let this one get out. You can dominate, especially your fantasy drafts. A nice developmental rookie wide receiver from this class, Velus Jones Jr. on the Chicago Bears, 69 overall, 94 speed, 95 acceleration. You can't teach that. 78 catching, 78 catching traffic, and 72 deep route running. Plus, he has a outstanding return game. I think he's a very fun developmental option. Put him in the focus training for a year or two, and I think you're going to have a very nice wide receiver on your hands. Take a look at Beau Melton here, the rookie wide receiver for the Seattle Seahawks. Very nice developmental, cheesy slot wide receiver. 68 overall with 94 speed, 93 acceleration, 78 catching, 91 change of direction. So it'd be very dynamic when you get the ball in his hands. 77 catching traffic to help with those short routes. Just a very high ceiling for a slot wide receiver in franchise. To finish out just pure wide receivers that you need to get in your franchise mode before we move on to wide receivers that you might want to switch to running back, the number one guy I think should be the target. The sleeper is Taekwon Thornton, the rookie wide receiver out of Baylor. Yes, he's a 69 overall. Yes, you could probably just click sort by speed and find his name out, but when you look beyond the speed, it's what makes him really good. First of all, he's below a 70 overall. so he should be very easy to trade for. You got the 95 speed, 91 acceleration, 83 catching for a rookie, 79 spec catch, 75 deep route running, and he is 6'2". He is, in my opinion, pound for pound, even maybe beyond Quez, the best cheesy, affordable, deep threat wide receiver that you can get in your Madden 23 franchises. Now, let's take a look at 5 players I think that are classified as wide receivers that I think if you make their position there running back, you're going to get a much more cheesier, much more overpowered player. So now I have 5 players I want to show you guys that are wide receivers that I think if you move them to running backs, they're going to be a lot more overpowered and a lot more beneficial in your franchises modes. First up is Devin Duvernay of the Baltimore Ravens, 73 overall, 93 speed, 84 catching, which that on its own interesting for just keeping that wide receiver. He has 77 carrying, 79 break tackle, 85 ball carrier vision, 85 change of direction, 81 juke move, 82 catch in traffic. I just see absolutely a baller as a receiving back out of the backfield. Check it out. Another player that I think could very well benefit from a switch to running back is Jamal Agnew. And a lot of these players are going to have in common the fact that they're very good as a return man. Jamal Agnew, 93 speed, 81 catching, 88 change of direction, 84 ball carrier vision. We have 76 short route running, 84 juke move. Yeah, 90 agility. What else do you need? He's going to be breaking ankles out of the backfield, would be a dominant receiving back in your franchises. We have Calvin Austin, the rookie wide receiver from the Pittsburgh Steelers. He's kind of in the middle of, like, I think he could probably, might be overkill moving to running back, but there's interesting skill set there that I think you should just classify him as a gadget player for your offense. And if you have a creative playbook, he should absolutely be a target for you. 70 overall, 95 speed, 96 acceleration. Obviously, got speed. Madden is a game that speed is king. 79 catching, but 92 change of direction, 84 ball carrier vision, has 72 carrying. I just think there's a really interesting gadget player there. Find a way to get him the ball, be it quick slants, be him out the backfield, be it tosses, be it sweeps, be it little screens, everything in between. I think he is going to be a very cheesy player in franchise. So we have the second to last name on our list here that I want to talk about, and I think of all the players, if someone might actually be able to make that Cordero Patterson wide receiver to running back switch and find some success, we're going to take a look at Campbell here. 75 overall wide receiver for the Colts. As a receiver, height, weight, speed, 94 speed, 94 acceleration, 83 catching. So, you know, assuming that with injuries off, because that's been his biggest issue in the NFL, he could be a fine wide receiver. But I think exploring moving him to running back, 91 agility, 90 change of direction, 83 ball carrier vision, 73 carrying, 83 juke move. There is enough there that you might be able to do a little bit of a career redemption and position change for Campbell to dominate your Madden 23 franchise modes. And the final player I want to talk about is the rookie for the New York Giants, Juandale Robinson, 72 overall. Absolutely experiment with this guy moving into running back. 91 speed, 93 acceleration, does have 84 catching, which is very high for a rookie wide receiver. And you might just want to say C4 shot. That's stupid. I'm going to keep him as a slot. Make him even a gadget type guy. 78 carrying, 83 ball carrier vision, 83 juke move, 90 change of direction, 92. It's just, what else do you want? As far as wanting to make a player, 76 spin move. Obviously, as a truckie, he's not going to be so much of a power back, but you're getting a guy short route running as a receiving back. He's going to take the claim. I remember before with the Giants, when he was there, Golden Tate was like the top wide receiver to make a running back. I think Juandale Robinson, before too long, is going to be the ultimate top name for these types of videos, for that type of content. Get ahead of the curve. Get him in your franchise mode. He can be a fine wide receiver, but you leave yourself open for a guy that might even be an even better running back option. If you're doing a Giants franchise and you can't deal, you have injuries on, Taekwon's hurt every other week, might not need to look any further than Juandale Robinson and making that position change. So let me know what you guys think about these names in the comment section below. And if you want to see other videos, they just dropped edge rushers. Got a couple actually pretty juicy names that could be cool. Let me know in the comment section below if you want to see more like this. Let me know which one of these players you want to try to go target in your franchise mode. If I missed anybody, let me know about it. And I'll see you guys back for the next one. Like, subscribe for the algo, and I'll see you then. Peace out.